Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Caitlin Clark may be sidelined with a quad injury, but she's still showing leadership at Indiana Fever practice, rebounding and encouraging teammates while not actively participating. Meanwhile, with only 2 healthy guards, Fever President Kelly Krauskopf confirmed the team is urgently seeking to sign a player under a hardship exemption. Coach Stephanie White emphasized that they're looking for talent, not just familiarity with the system. The next 48 hours are crucial. Caitlin Clark, not cleared to play but still courtside, rebounding at practice. She's injured but present, focused, locked in, off to the side. Damaris Dantas and Sydney Colson hyping her up as the Fever rap drills. But here's the kicker. The Fever only have 2 healthy guards left, President Kelly Krauskopf confirms. They're urgently looking to add a player under a hardship contract, hoping to seal it before Tuesday. Coach Stephanie White? She's not worried about experience. She wants the best player available.
When you're thinking about a potential hardship player, are you valuing someone like knows the system, has been here, or is it maybe best player available at that position?
I think best player available at that position who can add value on both ends of the floor. You know, certainly we need to have someone who can add value on the defensive end. We got to have somebody who can help us navigate and get into offense, handle the ball. Since we're down to 2 healthy guards, the goal would be to get everybody kind of back to their natural positions if we can. But at the same time, we can't control everything, so we'll get the best player that we can get that will fit into how we play.
Do you anticipate signing a hardship player before Tuesday's game?
I hope so. I hope so.
Anything else?
What does simplify mean in terms of with this group? Is that more so what you're calling out there? And more read and react, or what does that mean for you?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more calling and structure in our offense, a little less reading, so that we can kind of predetermine a little bit more. Maybe giving 3 or 4 actions or sets that they can run, as opposed to giving them 6 or 7 options. So we simplify it that way. Who's on the floor with whom, and then same thing defensively. We like to get to where we can cover different players different ways, but we're going to have some players playing out of position, so we got to simplify it and just get really good at 1 or 2 things.
Yeah, the one that talked about kind of just not being in a rhythm after Friday's game. What do you do with all of these injuries and potentially bringing someone in to try to get into some semblance of a rhythm?
I think the simplifying hopefully helps that. Giving them just a couple of things that we can focus on, and we continue to really rep over the last 2 days on both ends of the floor. Knowing that some players are going to be playing out of position and freeing them up to stay aggressive and just play. That's the fun, challenging part of the coaching situation is still putting them in positions to be successful while it might be a little bit outside their comfort zone. We're down in numbers, but we're looking at adding another player for a replacement player to help us with our numbers and try to get people healthy and try to get a full roster back together. I mean, games are still coming, so it's going to be an adjustment, but we have a good group, we have good depth, thankfully, so that should help us.
Yeah. Are you hoping to have that player before Tuesday's game?
We're hoping, yeah.
All right.
Have you ever been through any circumstance this early into the season and stuff where you're battling 3 or 4 down? Like, how unique is it?
Remember, I don't, probably, but I mean, because the WNBA, the roster sizes are so much smaller. So when you get down to the 11-player roster and you lose 3 players like that, now you've got to add a quick player to your roster. So it's something that you just deal with being in this league with the roster sizes being a little bit smaller, and that's why you try to build for depth.
Is this maybe another perfect example of where the W, if they could get to where they had, like the NBA has 2 ways, but maybe you call them player development roles and they could be available in times like this? Would that be ideal?
I mean, more bodies would be good.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more great content. See you in the next one.